nice guys can't take over large metropolitan areas, except for Roger. But we're not talking about Roger. I've got to get mean. I've got to get ugly and possibly hairy. I've got to learn to be more like the abominable snowman. So I decided to build this. Behold, the abominable inator. See, I can only see if I speak slowly. The abominable inator. Oh, look, if I separate it, it works. The abominable inator. But when I twist this club here, behold, the accelerate-inator! The accelerate-inator, I can fast-forward my brother through this boring golf game in seconds. I'm tapping into their ozone-depleting propellants to fuel my latest evil scheme. The aerosol-propelled ozone-depletinator! Sorry. Anyway, behold, the leaky faucetinator! I will disgrace and humiliate Roger by dropping one big drop of water. It's not ready yet. It still has to age for 58.5 years. But who's got that kind of time? Which is why I created the Age Accelerator Inator. Finally, my hips were about to fall off. Behold, the Alieninator! It's a projector that will transmit holographic images of space aliens onto the steps of the tri-state capital. Oh, Perry the Platypus, I hope you didn't come here because of all the holes, because the metal unearthinator is not even my final plan. May I present to you my real plan? It's the all-purpose-inator!
Sir, maybe there is a way. What about Dr. Doofenshmirtz's amnesia-inator?
I never built an amnesia-nator. I think I'd remember building something like that. She's all you hear about. Queen bee this, queen bee that. You never hear about the king bee, do you? That means there's a power vacuum that I need to exploit. Behold, the aromainator! Okay, that's it. Time to end this once and for all, and no one is stopping me! Behold, Perry the Platypus, the ultimate suburban weapon! The atomic leaf blower-inator! This will be the last time his stray leaves blow onto my lawn! You're probably wondering why I suddenly decided to quit evil and become a good guy. Well, you see, I just built an inator. I called it the Babe-inator. Now, it's not what you think. Its purpose was to transform my brother the mayor and all of his cronies into a bunch of crying babies. Yeah, that's better. I much prefer you trussed up in my happy jumpinator. Which goes with the theme of my new scheme. The Baby Cryinator! Okay, playtime's over. Norm? Behold the Backstory-inator! Thanks, Larry, my Feng Shui consultant. To keep my chi in balance, I came up with this. Behold the Back-to-the-Store-inator! So, Perry the Platypus, tremble in fear before the most twisted, nightmarish creation the world has ever known! The Boganinator. You see, it's hard to fight when you're in a ball gown. Well, you might have destroyed Plan A, but behold! Plan B! Which I have just destroyed. So now we're even. But not even I am prepared for Plan C! Behold, the Begoninator! How do you like me now, Perry the Gonapus? You see, I figured if I gave myself big, sad eyes, people would pity me and give me whatever I want. And to that end, behold the big, sad Eye-inator! You like it? It sucks up a lot of juice, so I'm running it at night when the electricity's cheaper. What you probably don't know is how I will get into the vault without being noticed. Behold, my blend into the background-inator. My blow-itself-up-inator! See this hourglass? When the sand runs out, that's when this big electric timer begins. And when that time runs out, it activates the Brat Begoninator to vaporize you right out of your boots! So, Perry the Platypus, in order to rid myself of that horrid bearded statue, I've invented the... Perry the Platypus, this is so heavy. Can you just step out for a sec? I've invented the breadinator. My brother Roger is a success because of his amazing dinner parties where he dazzles important guests with his magnetic charm. But what if he were unable to charm anyone because his fabulous dinner parties were over before they began? That's why I created this, the Bring Out the Desertinator! Portable outhouses, high voltage signs, danger, high voltage. I'll decide how much voltage I can take. That's why I created the Bugs-Me-inator! It turns whatever bugs me into bugs. Finally, the time came for me to tell you my evil plan in pop-up book form, and I'm sorry, the book seems to have caught up to us in real time. Anyway, behold, the Abominator. When my Butler-inator is finished with you, not only will you have a perfectly tailored uniform and wig, but you will actually think you are my butler. You won't even remember that you fight evil for a living. Yes, late at night I was instructing you how to make the ultimate inator. That's enough, don't over-tighten it, like your brain. Now, let's just imagine how it will work. The Keiko Hugga-Fetti-inator! Fire!
What's happening? Dude, is this cake?
Ah, Perry the Platypus! How do you like my new shoelace-inator? It's the perfect match for my new carbon footprint-inator! Would laugh at me, and would they laugh at my brother? No, never, of course not! Well, things are about to change, thanks to my brand new chicken replace-inator! Back! Of course, by then my soup was cold and it was too late for a refund. But now, I will wash Tony's Deli off the face of the tri-state area with my new chicken soupinator! It blasts out a super concentrated rocket-like bolt of boiling hot chicken soup, powerful enough to demolish an entire city block! I wonder how my scheme worked out for Professor Bannister. I'm sure that cloud magnetizinator was a winner. Introducing my Combine-inator! With my Combine-inator, I was finally able to make the triple scoop garlic roach cone!
So cold.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yes, of course. This time, I know I've created something evil enough to warrant your full attention and anger. The Concoction Brewinator! I figured since I'm getting nowhere with the older tri-state population, maybe I should go for the younger demographic. So, behold the Coolinator! Well, anyway, let me show you my evil plan. I call it the Copy and Paste-inator. Miss! Anywho, I'm going to enter it in the Danville Film Festival today. There's only one small hitch. It turns out it's Danville's Young Filmmakers Festival. You have to be less than 15 years old. But no matter, because behold, my de-aginator! You see, I was just doing a little inventory and reorganization of all the stuff that I've collected over the last 40 years. Yeah, I know it's gotten a little out of hand. I kind of let it go, and Norm's been in Maui for like a month, so I made a declutterinator. Why am I here, you ask? See these little mini volcanoes? They contain a certain primordial ooze that I need for my latest evil device. Behold, the de-evolutionator! I don't know why it kind of looks like a giant fishbone. That's just how it came in the kit. Ah, Perry the Platypus. I'm glad you're here, actually. I was just getting ready to serve some platypus under glass. You're just in time to witness my latest invention, my Deflatinator! I hate all these good-looking models on the cover of Handsome and Symmetrical magazine, mocking me with their manly perfection. Their perfect hair, their perfect skin. I hate it! And this is why I created the De-Handsominator! Soon, all these good-looking faces will be hideous. Not anymore! My De-Loveinator satellite will eliminate the feeling of love in the entire tri-state area. Resonator?
Weak.
And since my lawn gnome was taken away from me, I will destroy every lawn gnome in the entire tri-state area! Behold the Destructinator! Ah, nothing like a nice snack before testing the Destructinator. Hey, Perry, Platypus, why do you always go for the nose? So now I despise pretzels and any pretzel-related entertainment. And now Danville is having its own pretzel festival. Can you even imagine how angry that makes me? Can you imagine? No? angry enough to create the Twistinator! Sit anywhere, Perry the Platypus. Make yourself at home. Yeah! So, what do you think of my Devolutionator? Not to be confused with my De-Evolutionator from a few schemes ago. Okay, sheesh. Testy. First up is the Disintegrator-inator, which... And there it is. Man, are we in a rut. Anyway, this is my dodo bird incubator, inator.
Inators? Why? What does this one do?
That is my do-over-inator.
What's a do-over-inator?
Well, it says do-over right in the name. It does the day over again, but I haven't worked out all the kinks yet. Matter of fact, I gotta work out the kinks in a lot of
A
these.
do-over-inator?
Two platypuses, that's it! I've got just the thing right over here. Behold, my double-inator! Perry the Platypus, won't you have a seat? That is not how you sit on a chair. Which means it is, because I used a double negative. Sure, it's grammatically incorrect, but it's the core of my newest creation. The double negative-inator! Vowed revenge. Cheap revenge. My first plan involved exploding pizza dough. But you know what? He turned it into a special. He actually charged more for it. And that is why I created the Dough-Blow-inator! Perry the Platypus, your timing is impeccable. And by impeccable, I mean completely impeccable! You are just in time to witness my latest scheme. Behold, my Drillinator! Behold, the dull and boring-inator! Yes, you, Perry the Platypus! Anyway, here's my evil plan. Ta-da! I'm calling it the Duplicate-inator. Get it? The duplic, then the number 8, then inator. So, say hello. Perry wants a cracker. Ow! Bad bird! That would not have happened to me if I was smarter, which brings me to my new inator. The Duplicate-inator 2! You know what they say about 2 heads are better than 1, right? Well, the dynamic inator, which would make people more interesting. Oh, I get it. We shoot me with the dynamic inator, and I become more interesting. And everyone else becomes duller by comparison. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm so glad I thought of it. Let's build it. Come on, let's go. Nobody will be able to finish even 1 plate's worth. My profit margin will be huge. But first, I've got to eliminate the competition. With this, the Eat-It-All-inator.
Doofenshmirtz, I see you finally managed to cobble something together. What do you call it? A later-inator?
No. I give you the Eradicate Rodney's inator!
What? No fair!
Like a baby! Yeah, that's right! Now, say hello to my new evil weapon, my Evaporator-inator! It's made completely out of recycled materials. It's green and evil. I call it Grievil. You know what I mean? So I invented the Eye-Fog-inator. It will temporarily blur the vision of whomever it hits. It will... Behold! My Feed the Pigeons-inator! Perry the Platypus, come in, get trapped. Listen to my backstory. When I was a child, I grew flabby, which made me want to make the fitness equipment Lockinator. I just blast her with one of my inators. Wait here. Do you like it, Perry the Platypus? I built it for the 170th anniversary of the Alamo, but I forgot to use it. It makes people forget about what they're thinking right at that moment. I call it the Forget About It-inator. I love that name. Forget about it. 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 Perry the Platypus, you're making this harder than it needs to be. Go on, it's over now. Oh, that's a Freezinator, Ray, but I don't want to explain it again.